I want to thank you for giving me permission to share a little bit about what you've enjoyed about doing hypnosis, what you've enjoyed about working with me. This is one of the clients that I've had the pleasure of knowing for a long, long time. And one of the challenges that has been presented is fatigue, the body being fatigued and tired. And I'm just going to ask if you can share what you have noticed since the last time we saw you.
Since last time, I have more energy. Prior to coming to my last visit, I would just get home from work and lay on the couch with my dog for 2 or 3 hours and not get any work done. Not any of my outside work done, or just taking time for me and gardening and stuff like that. So I do feel more energetic, but not energetic where I have to do it.
Right.
I'm choosing to do it, and I'm choosing to take my time doing it, not feeling guilty because I'm not getting it done on time or whatever. So it's been awesome.
Yeah. So it sounds like there's more breathing room in your life to just be a human being versus a human doing. Yeah. And I think what's really important for all of us is learning to have that awareness that this is actually what allows me to be healthy, to have some quiet time, or to turn the phone off, or to check in, what is my body asking for? And some of the things that you've mentioned is that you've got more energy, you feel better, and there's been other things that you've shared with me.
Well, I've enjoyed getting back in the garden.
Oh, nice.
And I've enjoyed just reading and listening to music. And I find it very calming. And I'm listening to songs that are making me happy. And I'm taking the joy in life now, as opposed to being angry about everybody or anything that's happened in the past or whatever.
Right.
So I'm starting to really enjoy life.
Yeah, I love that. One of the things that I've really, remembered and forgotten, because I think part of this work is we remember what we forgot, is when we're in pain, that's our subconscious mind saying, please do something different. Please take care of me. It's a request to get a need met that has not been met. I often say when people complain, it's an indication of an unmet need that is subconscious. And so when you get that time for yourself to listen to music, to read, to be in the garden, you're filling up one of your buckets of probably for love and connection.
And it's for me, like I'm not doing it
giving it away
for anybody else, right? It's actually for me for the first time ever. I'm not feeling guilty about it.
Yeah, and that's the biggest freedom. I've known, this is my friend, and she's also my client, Denise, for a long, long time. And if you don't mind, like, just sharing a little bit about some of the work we did years and years ago. You don't have to do a big dig on what the outcome was or what the root cause was, but there was a significant unresolved trauma that you dealt with and you healed, and it changed some of your behaviors. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's been many years, like you say, that we've known each other. And I have gone through some pretty rough times between growing up, being a caregiver for my family, being married, having kids, divorcing, getting remarried, having stepkids, being treated not very well by the stepkids, but giving and giving and giving. I've always been a giver and always felt guilty about taking time for me. So I have healed in many, many ways in terms of setting up boundaries now, which I've never had boundaries before. And I'm not letting people hurt me anymore, which is the first time. And I realized that I can be a part of this world or somebody's family or somebody's life without feeling the need that I have to fix things and I have to look after them despite how I feel. So for me, I know when my boundaries are down because I make myself sick, but I try to get out of that. So, but that's why I come to Germana, because she helps me get out of that.
Thank you. One of the things that happens for many of us, and this has been my story as well, is we have been taught to survive, usually as children, that to be safe we must have no boundaries. And the sad part to that is then we don't know how to take care of ourselves, but we know how to manage the room. We know how to take care of others, and then at some point that giving behavior causes a disease, often an autoimmune disease. So when we learn that it's okay to have a boundary, the world will not fall apart, we are still safe and we're allowed to do it, the quality of our life changes radically. One of the terms that I was taught that I really shocked me was that that in order to survive, some of us have been taught to have no boundaries, like to be safe. And that is a trauma response from childhood where we must abandon ourselves to take care of our people or to do what they need or want. And I find that many of the people that I have the privilege of working with, that's part of our healing journey is, what are your needs? What are you looking for? What would allow you to feel safe and valued and to want to show up in your life? And those are so important pieces. So I'm going to thank you for sharing. And I hope that, this has given you a little bit of information of what it might look like or feel like coming into my office. Clearly, I do work with people online, and I've been doing this for decades now, and I'm very grateful to be of service. Thank you.